Hi, this message is for you if you've been trusting God for a major breakthrough this year. If you felt that pull to trust more, to trust bigger, to push for something that is bigger than yourself, but you are looking at how the time is running out and you might be feeling like it's not going to happen anymore. So I'm here to encourage you and to tell you that this is the time for it to happen if it hasn't happened yet. And I want to tell you how you can still get yourself positioned to receive your breakthrough. Thank you for joining me. I'm Carmen Bennett, your Thrive Coach, and my whole purpose for being here is to ignite you to have greater faith so that you can unlock your ability to thrive. Now, I know this year was probably so hectic. You've been trusting for your breakthrough, you've been pushing hard for it, and if your year was like mine, you probably felt so much resistance against what you are doing, despite the fact that you've maybe upped your game, you've pushed harder than ever before. You've been clear on the vision, you've been clear on what you are going after. You've been absolutely holding on to what God has shown you, what you need to achieve this year. You know, it's not over. It's not over till the year is over. You can still get everything that you are supposed to get. And I want to encourage you to not give up hope. What we need to do is first fix your mindset. You cannot get anywhere with negativity. So we need to restore your hope. And that's why I want to share my story. I have been at a place where I thought, I've been pushing so hard. It's not that I thought that God can't do it. It's not that I thought He was giving up on me. It was just that I became so tired of pushing, so weary. Because when God showed me the beginning of this year, that this is the year, this is the time to go after the blessings, the promise, the breakthrough, everything, I didn't rest. I was so excited to get to it. And I must admit, when all the resistance came from all different directions, it was very difficult to keep up the momentum. Somehow, I remembered who I'm in partnership with for my breakthrough. It doesn't just rely on me, on my own ability. I'm in this with the Most High, with God who is so powerful. There's no one as great as Him. He's the God of the impossible. He has the last say. So I had a moment where I realized who I'm journeying with. And because in that moment I realized it doesn't depend on me and my own strength, my own abilities. I picked myself up and I said, God, there's no one else. There's nothing else that I have to hold on to but you, but your word. And I felt strength coming back. I felt hope coming back. And I picked myself up. I literally stood up and I started declaring, you know what? God, I'm doing this with you. I don't know when it's going to come. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm holding you at your word. You showed me that this is the year. I am going to trust you with everything I am, and I am not giving up. Giving up is not an option, even though I feel like I have nothing left to give. I'm going to trust that you're going to bring me more strength. You're going to give me whatever I need to get to the next step and the next step and the next step. And you know, that day, even though that moment of feeling like I need to give up, it was so short. And it was like a couple of minutes before I stood up again and I just declared that I'm doing this with God. Giving up is not an option. And But even though it was such a short time, it was just a couple of minutes, I still felt so rattled and shaken just by that level of emotion. It's amazing what happens to us physically. It just took me a moment to make a choice, to decide that I'm not giving up my hope. I'm not giving up on the one that my hope is in. And all of a sudden, the hope started coming back. The strength started coming back. And even though I felt stronger that whole day, I felt that I've been through a battle. I just felt like, as if you had to go through a heavy workout and you're unfit and your muscles are a bit sore, and afterwards, like, you had a good workout. That was a bit hectic. That's how I felt the whole day. Spiritually, I had a workout. My flesh had to surrender. I had to lay my flesh down. But it was a moment of victory. Soon after that, things started to change. Now, I didn't get everything that I was holding out for. But I do believe God is watching to see, what am I doing? Am I going to keep on fighting for the rest? Am I going to stand strong? And am I going to remember what He did when I made the choice to hold on to Him? Am I going to believe for more? Am I going to decide that even though I got quite a significant breakthrough, but it's not the breakthrough, the big one that I've been holding out for? Actually, there's a few big ones that I'm holding out for. So I feel God is giving me this invitation to say, look, you got a taste of what I have to give you, but there's more, there's so much more. You can't even imagine how much more. And I believe that's worth it. That's worth staying in the race, staying in there, keeping on, doing whatever, partnering with Him. So I want to ask you, don't give up on Him. Let the negativity go and allow hope to come back in. Let's keep on praying for each other. Let's carry one another, and let's keep the faith together. And let me know how you are doing with your year, with your breakthrough year. If you are still trusting, if you are still believing, if you're still holding on to Him, if you're still holding on to hope. Let's get there. Let's do this. Let our blessings not be stolen from us, or let us not give it up ourselves. So, until next time, there's more on this topic. I'm going to delve into it some more, because I'm determined for all of us to get what we have been pushing for. This is your time. You've been you've been sowing the seeds, you've been pushing hard, you've been nurturing that ground, you've been really battling and toiling for your breakthrough. But what I want to say to you is, at some point, everything that you have sown, everything that you have done and put in, at some point it's going to bear fruit. Don't walk away before you have experienced the fruit. Till next time.